Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this is going to be a Guild Ball Battle Report and my first game of Season 3. So of course the way it works with Guild Ball is every year they kind of come out with a new season, which is kind of have like kind of tweaked rules, and normally new models come out for each of the different guilds. And so I was excited to kind of learn the small changes. Like there's not like massive changes that happen, but it's just going to be good to kind of learn these small changes. Most of the changes actually happen not to the core rules, but to the actual models to kind of help balance things out. So I'm going to be wanting to kind of learn those. This is a lunch machine game though, so we only have an hour. We're only playing to 8 points, and honestly, I don't even know if we're even going to make it to 8 points. So I'm up against my buddy Charles and his engineers, and I decided to break out again my union here. Now, my union I really loved in Season 2. I didn't really play in Season 1. And I right away saw that things like Gutter, who used to be amazing, are now not good at all. I'm actually really disappointed in what Gutter is, whereas other models, say like Minx, are awesome now. That used to be just nothing before. So yeah, really looking forward to see how this works. My team, you can already see here, he won the role, wanted me to kick it off to him, and I have it set up like this. Now I'm leading off here with Harry the Hat because when he's first damaged, it gives me 2 free momentum, and with him as engineers, he's going to be trying to like knock me down and stuff like this, so I'm going to need some way of getting momentum to get back up and get going. But yeah, the way I see this going is I'm going to try and get a goal and 2 takeouts, and guessing from what he has and how engineers have changed, I'm guessing he's going to go for 2 goals. So who knows, maybe we will get the 8 points. So with his first activation, this is where he gets to one of his new changes. So Mother, the mascot for the engineers, gets to make these little kind of like nests out there, and before they'd be used to like explode and hurt guys around it, now it can go do really cool things, like they basically like grab the ball and bring it back to her. So even though normally if this was Season 2 Mother couldn't get the ball, because it's Season 3, goes over there, grabs the ball, and gets it over there to hoist. My first activation then will also be my mascot. I'm going to go up there with Coin, and I'm going to do Bag of Coffers to Harry the Hat. This is going to be so that when I do my Molotov cocktail, I'll have 1 free bag of coffers, or no, sorry, 1 free bonus time that I can use to use 2 dice to make sure I hit. Because yeah, now that his kind of like Molotov cocktail is an AoE, I can actually hit more guys, and it becomes a lot more useful. On his turn then, he's going to come up here with his Captain Ballista, and he's going to take a shot at Harry the Hat with his Deadbolt, and that's going to knock me back, knock me down, do some damage, and so that's okay. I have my momentum that I'm going to need to get back up and kind of do some other things. Plus, I think he kind of got it here a little bit too far with Ballista. If I actually go and pop my Legendary, I can still get to him with Blackheart and all that type of cool stuff. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to be going after the Captain right away, but I'm going to see what he does first. So what I do is I put the Tooled Up onto Blackheart, and that's going to give him the +1 damage, and then Rage kind of comes up there to be within 8 inches of Ballista, so that, you know, assuming nothing else happens, I'm in my free charge range. On his next turn then, he's going to be doing Ratchet, and Ratchet's going to come up here and do Blasted Earth. Now that's going to get in my way and slow me down, and not going to be very nice, but now he's in a position where I can much more easily get to him. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can also get Decimate to him if I Legendary, and then as long as I Legendary, I can also move him out of the way of this Blasted Earth AoE that's here. So yeah, it looks like now Ratchet is going to be my target. So then, figuring there's no reason to wait, I decided to go with Blackheart. Now, Blackheart in Season 3 did get a little bit slower and stuff like that, but it's still, he can still get the job done, especially when he has Tooled Up. His, you know, damage box and playbook kind of got a little bit worse overall, I think. Kind of a little bit interesting. But anyway, he gets in there, and I'm more making sure that I can kind of be attacking Ratchet. I kind of dodge back over to get into cover, attacking a little bit into Ballista as well. Just trying to soften them both up, because I want to, first of all, get a bunch of momentum here so I can try and go first. And I want to get into a spot where I can take both these guys out and start this kind of game going. So what he's going to do then is go with Velocity and just rip on over here. Velocity is so hard to deal with. Like, he comes over here and puts up Nimble, so now I'm only hitting him on a 6+. I mean, wow. I mean, when he really gets things going, it's going to be really hard to stop him from scoring. But hey, all I can do for now is play my game. So next thing I do then is charge in here with Decimate, really doing lots of damage here to Ratchet, and actually doing 1,000 cuts as well. 1,000 cuts doesn't really do, I've never done it before, but now the way it works out okay, and now his defense is -2, and once that happened, yeah, I got a ton of momentum from this. I did a ton of damage to Ratchet, and so Ballista's a little bit hurt, but Ratchet is really hurt. Next thing he's going to do is come up here with Hoist, and Hoist, I believe, first of all, copied the ability of the Spider Mother so that he can then jump to where these nests are. So this could be really interesting to see. Before, the replicate ability had to be enemy, now it's friendly, and it's free. So it's a totally different ability and very interesting. Otherwise, he does get the ball over to what's her name of Velocity, and then he also had second wind on him, which I forgot to mention, and then he moves up again, just trying to get in the way here and trying to keep it so that Velocity is safe and all these things. And Velocity is very hard to deal with. Like I said, you only hit her on 6s, you have to tackle the ball twice to get away, so she is going to be a pain to deal with, and she's also in range of goal, so danger. So what I decided to do then is I go in here with Minx. Now, Minx before was pretty meh, like I said, in Season 2. Now she is very interesting. So she still has a super long charge, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted Blackheart to do a little bit of damage into Ballista here, is because when she charges damaged targets, and she charges for free, she gets an extra 2 inches. So she is charging 11 inches, gets in here, does some damage, which means I can snare him for free, and then also do a 4-inch dodge away, so I'm ready to charge again. So Ballista is kind of in a bad spot here, snared and stuff, and yeah, Minx is just sitting there ready to do something again. So I'm really a big fan of Minx now. Otherwise, then he's going to come up here with Harry the Hat, and he is going to be Molotov cocktailing me and putting me on fire, but I'm so close now I don't really care about the fire. And then I basically just return the favor, come up here, and I'm going to Molotov cocktail both Ballista and Harry the Hat. Oh no, not Harry the Hat. I didn't want to damage him. I want to go over there and go after Ratchet, so both of them are on fire now. So, hooray! Effects. So after the first round, we are at 0-0. I had enough momentum so that I won, and that is great. And I'm planning to just get in here and do a lot of damage. So also looking at the clock, again, this is the lunch machine thing. We're taking a little bit of extra time because especially the engineers changed quite a bit. My stuff changed a bit, but the engineers were almost completely redone. And so yeah, we're only going to get one more turn, and with him being in a spot where he's ready to basically come after me and get a goal, I definitely need to at least get these 2 takeouts. So what I do first, what works out fairly well, is I'm going to go first with Decimate and then take out Ratchet. That's going to make it a 2-0 game for me, and then because I haven't moved yet, I move over here to Velocity, attack Velocity, and do 1 tackle. Now remember, I need to do 2 tackles to try and actually get away the ball, and so what I've actually done now is nothing for at this point, but if he wants to take a parting blow, I can do another tackle and actually get the ball. Velocity does have a little spell or character play that lets her move 2 inches away with a dodge, so she can get away from me, but that's going to cost influence, and so I'm just trying to make it harder for her. In the end, it's not going to be hard enough. She is able to still just kind of get over here, make an attack against Rage. I decided to counterattack and make her bleed because, hey, those 3 damage will probably be the best way of weakening him. And then otherwise, yeah, Velocity takes a shot, gets a goal. It is now 4-0 for the Engineers, and I kind of kick it out there so I can kind of grab it with Blackheart right away. Again, if this is the old one, I think I could have maybe got a goal with him as well right now, but the way it is, I just don't think I can make the numbers work. So anyway, I decide to go with Blackheart, and he does amazing. Again, what I think I could have done is, you know, maybe in the old days I could like attack, double dodge, move over. If I still have my legendary, go and score. But this worked out great. With my attacks going against him, I also got Butchery off, which is kind of his new thing for commanding aura that he had before. And so with that, and also I knocked him down, I just kept on hitting those big momentous 3 damages, and I was able to take down Ballista. Plus, I was able to get off a cool little ability here where, again, I Shadow-like back, grab the ball, came up here, and then there's one of his things in the playbook where I do 2 damage and I get to do like a free pass. So sure, I just kind of pass it over to Minx and kind of get it out of here. So that's awesome. It is now a 4-4 game because I have 2 takeouts, he has a goal, and I have the ball. So that is great. Otherwise, what he does is comes after me here at the spider, and this is kind of funny because he comes in and I declare a counterattack. He tackles the ball, I counterattack and tackle it right back, and there you go. Pretty much nothing happened. What I do then is go here with the snake, and I'm going to be bonus timing Minx. Now, this will be my only chance of trying and like actually get a goal here. It's a very big long shot, but it's possible for me to kind of like charge over with Minx and actually try and like get a goal from over there. I have the momentum now where I could do gliding and go through that terrain and all that type of stuff. I'm going to take a parting blow, and I'm just going to kind of hope that he rolls really bad. Next up, Hoist comes over and tries making some attacks against Harry, but again, I use the counterattack by using a momentum, and then after he does actually nothing to me, I counterattack, and then I get a double push off, and yeah, Hoist is out of here. I don't need to care about him. And I love that. I love it when I have these big pushes or dodges on the character book, so I can actually just be like, okay, boom, get out of here. I don't care how much influence you had. Otherwise, then, I do try and do the thing here with Minx, where I'm just going to basically run away. It turned out charging wasn't going to work, and I'd have to run around. So I do that, I take a parting blow, he does not roll garbage, and he tackles the ball away. So what can you do? And otherwise, our only last activations are with Harry the Hat, and they both had no influence, so they basically walk up and say, oh, what a fancy hat you have, and that's going to be the game. So it is a little bit disappointing that we only got 2 turns, didn't get to actually finish it, but it was really neat to actually play Season 3 for the first time and see how much of a different game it's going to be. We haven't gone into the plot cards yet, so I still have to kind of see how those changed, but definitely seeing how some of the models and the whole guilds changed, right? Like, engineers are a totally different team, and whereas before I'd be taking Gutter all the time and Minx never, now I don't think I'm ever going to be taking Gutter. And Minx, I don't know if she's like an always, but she's definitely now very much worth taking. So there you go, guys. There'll be more Guild Ball coming up. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or anything down below, and otherwise we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.